Hi, my name is Paul Trani, and I'd like to show you how you can take advantage of the exciting features that mobile offers. In fact, one of them is going to be gestures, and gestures has many different things, different components to it, such as allowing the user to say pinch, to say increase or decrease the size of an object, maybe rotate the object as well, or even pan it around using 2 fingers. So those are just some examples of gestures, and that's what I want to do here in Flash. Notice here's my project, and here's where I have a photo. So on the desktop, if I was just to test this out really fast, you can see that I have these various buttons. So again, I can have the user give them the ability to sort of decrease and increase the size of the photo and rotate it around as well. But again, all this can be done with gestures, so these buttons won't actually be needed anymore. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to use this code snippets XML. So I'm going to go to my code snippets panel, and I'm going to go to import code snippets XML. Here's this mobile XML file. I'm going to go ahead and select open. It drops it in. All right, so there's quite a few gestures in here. There's gesture zoom, rotate, there's gesture pan, there's even gesture swipe. And what I want to use is I want to use these first 3 right here. So with my photo selected, I'll just double click gesture zoom, and it will add that code right down here at the bottom. And of course at the top is my code to make it work. The buttons actually work, so I'll just go ahead and select all those and minimize all that code just to kind of get it out of the way. So let's take a look at this, because the first thing I'm doing is I'm defining the input mode. And it's, of course, set to gesture. Okay, I can also define touch points if I want to. And really what gestures are is it's additional functionality built into Flash, allowing the user to write code in a much more short form, really giving more flexibility to their application. Such as the case here, I have this gesture zoom. Okay, so here's the event, gesture zoom, and on zoom it fires off this function, and then I can manipulate this photo. So photo MC, and again, what's going to happen, it's going to scale the photo, up and down, or larger or smaller, whatever you want to say. And that's all done right here with Scale X. Okay, so all I'm really doing is making the my movie clips scale X equal to this property scale X from this transform gesture event. Okay, so scale X and scale Y are the 2 properties I can take advantage of. I'm just applying them to that object, scale X and the scale Y. So that's going to work out just fine. In fact, I want to add a couple more before I publish this out. I'm going to add the gesture rotate. So again, I'm going to select my photo here. Happens to be called photo MC. I'll go to gesture rotate, double click on it. Sure enough, it adds it. Now keep in mind I've already added this input mode right here, so I don't need this first line. So I'll just remove it. And sure enough, it works the same way. Instead of gesture zoom though, it says gesture rotate. And since you are rotating the object, I'm taking advantage of the rotation property. And I'm applying that to that photo MC again. All right, so gesture pan, again, is another one. And again, I just need to make sure my object is selected. Double click gesture pan. It adds it. I, again, don't need this first line, so I can get rid of it there. And again, it works the same way. So we have gesture pan, and what happens here, this is basically when the user uses 2 fingers to move the object. So that's what's going on here. Gesture pan, here's that function. On pan, go ahead, and it's using this offset X and offset Y. So we have basically the offset of the finger. Wherever that other finger is determines how, again, one finger acts like the anchor, and the other one actually will move it out. And again, we're applying that to the photo MC. All right, so there's quite a few things we're doing here. We're going to go ahead and be able to pinch right up here. This is the pinch, as it's known. Then we have the rotate. And lastly, we of course have the gesture pan. Now, one thing I want to point out is right up here I have this conditional statement. It says if the device supports gesture events, then go ahead and give them the ability to move it around. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit this auto format button. I'll scroll back down, because what I want to do is, if it supports gesture events, then be able to zoom, rotate, and pan it around. So I'm going to take these two gesture events, cut them, paste them right in there, and I'll just hit format one more time. Now everything looks nice and neat. It's all set up. In fact, I want to go ahead and publish this out to a device. So I'm going to Publish Settings, Flash, Air for Android, and again, this is an extension I got off of labs.adobe.com. I'm going to go to Settings, and why not, let's just call this Puppies. That's the name of the app. And again, it's going to be full screen. And now what I want to do is I can go ahead and deploy it out. Notice I do have it selected to install the application on the connected Android device, as well as launch it. And again, I have a Droid 2 connected to my computer, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit Publish, and we'll check it out on the device. So here's my example on the device, and again, I'm just going to go ahead and pinch, and you can see on zoom takes place. I can increase the size of that photo. I can also rotate it with 2 fingers. In fact, I can even pan it around with 2 fingers as well. So again, I encourage you to take advantage of mobile capabilities to enhance your application, like I've done here using gesture events. It's really powerful and pretty easy to use. Go ahead and check out Adobe Developer Connection for more information as well. So thanks for watching.